What was that? 100-meter final. That is probably the most exciting thing I've watched. The best 100-meter final I've watched by far. The last time I felt this way, obviously, was Bolt. Bolt was a showman. Like, he made you get to levels you're like, yo, what is this? But Noah Lyles, Kishan Thompson, 5,000th of a second. Like, do you realize those are F1 numbers? Like, you don't get numbers like those. I'm just going to do a recap of this 100-meter race. And then I'm going to get into Fadi. Our Kenyan boy Fadi didn't make it to the final. I'll get to that. But coming into this final, Akani Simbine, I need to give you a big shout out. You are like, it's sad that you always get like 4th, 5th, like you're not breaking that barrier. And after Ferdinand Manyala was out, I was like, we need Akani Simbine up there. Honestly, if you won, that would have been fire. The Olympic champion, Jacobs, his start was amazing. Because the guy was like, they showed his reaction was 0.116 of a second. Like, what is that? That guy is mad. He even pulled his hamstring at the end. In fact, today we've seen people actually pull many hamstrings. But one thing I'll say about Noah Lyles, his performance in the first heat, I think that was like a wake-up call. That was just what woke him up. He finished second in the heat, obviously, but in the overall ranking, I think he was 12th in the heat. You guys want to start strong, set the pace, and like you start with a good mood, you know. Second, in the semi-final, he still finished second, but his time was much, much better. So coming into this final, like we were all going for, we actually didn't predict Noah Lyles. We were doing a live on TikTok with all the guys from the channel, from the WhatsApp community that we have. We have a whole WhatsApp community. Link is in the bio. Just go there and just check it out. You can follow us and you can talk to us a bit more. Big community, every sport. Yeah, you'll see it there. You'll see it there. So yeah, who was I talking about? Kishan Thompson. No, Noah Lyles. I talked about Noah Lyles. Yeah, his heat, his semis, and then coming into the final. Kishan Thompson. This guy was literally just. If you look at him, it's like he doesn't run through the tape, right? Kuria said this in the group. Shout out to you, Kuria, from Box to Box. You said this in the group, in our athletics group. Like, this guy needed to just run through the tape. And for the whole race, it's like he was racing against Fred Curley. The reaction time, I was talking about that. The reaction time by Lamont, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Jacobs, the Italian. He's the champion from the previous Olympics. He actually did well to get to the final. I didn't think he'd even make it this far. He did well. Again, as I said, pulled his hammy towards the end, but managed to finish the race. Like, his reaction time was really good. Then there's this new graphic where they show you after 30 meters, after 50 meters, after 70 meters. This thing was so tight. Everyone was just like within this much. Shout out to Tebogo as well. A whole Botswanan finishing number 6 in the 100-meter final. Like, do you guys understand the fact that we had 2 Africans in this final? Like, that's unheard of. We used to have only 1 African in like the entire, like in the heats, we'd only have 1 African. Literally in this one, we have like, okay, 1 African is stretching it, but maybe like 2 or 3 because there were Nigerians there and stuff. But we didn't make the final this easily. In fact, we were at a point where Ferdinand Manyala not making the final is a disappointment, you know. So we've come from far and we are making it. Like, guys, like yo, Africa is coming. But today is Noah Lyles Day. Yo, that was a textbook finish. Like, that is how you finish a race. Kishan Thompson, run through the tape. If you watch Inside the NBA, you'll see Charles Barkley telling you, run through the tape. You need to run through the tape. Chris Webber, shout out Chris Webber, run through the tape. We're not going to sleep now, but that's probably the most exciting 100-meter race I have seen in my life, and I'm not even exaggerating. Number 1 was Bolt's first Olympic gold in the 100 meters because he was doing times we've never seen in our lives. And just before that, he had done 9.58, a time no one has ever even reached, right? Then probably his next one was really dope because the expectation was there, the pressure is there, and the guy finishes soft, like so chill, like he's chill, and he just does this at the finish line. Showman. This straight to number 1. Best 100-meter final ever. And I'm not even exaggerating. This was madness. Ferdinand Manyala, on to you. My boy, I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. That semi-final was very disappointing. But these things happen in sport, man. You'll come back stronger. Like, we got you. You've taken us to a level where we didn't even think we'd get to. So, for me, I'm so grateful for Fadi because this guy has put 100 meters on the map. Now there are kids out here who believe they can do 100 meters. Olympics, I know it was your goal. You are my favorite to actually win the gold, and that was not bias. That was actually, I really believed that you were going to win gold. I still know like there's a lot left in you, and yeah, just tweaking a few things here. I don't know if you had an injury, because to me it looked like you had an injury, but I don't want to make excuses. Like, yo, dude, just keep doing your thing. Keep inspiring us. I'll keep making videos about you. I will keep hyping you up. And yeah, you're my guy. Things happen. But yeah, most exciting race ever.